Hey everyone, this is Collar, and I am with Kenny Casting of the SC2GG Commentator Idol. He is one of the three remaining contestants, and of course this week we're doing surprise historical commentaries. Kenny has just been informed that he is going to do a cast of a game that was played 3 years ago in the UZOO MSL semifinals, the loser semifinals between none other than iloveOov and Reach. The man toss. Park Jun-suk is facing iloveOov in a best of 5 in the loser semifinals. This is game 3, played on Neo Requiem. Like I said, Kenny has just found out literally a minute ago that he will be commentating on this. All he has is a picture of the map that he's had a chance to look at, and he'll have to do the best job he can. So do forgive him if he makes some mistakes. This is a surprise historical commentary, like I said, and with no further ado, I'm going to pass it off to Kenny.
3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for the introduction, Cholera. This is Kenny Casting for SC2GG Commentator Idol. Today we have the man toss, Reach versus iloveOov. Both just incredible players, some of the best in their day. Of course, Oops Reach being a Protoss player, and iloveOov being one of the most crazy macro Terrans ever to play the game of Starcraft. I'm so excited to be casting this match today. I just can't tell you, I'm shaking with excitement right now. The map will be Neo Requiem, which also is an insane map for Protoss versus Terran, or Terran versus Protoss. I mean, same thing. I'm just so surprised that this game is going to be so great on this map. Now, the statistics real fast for you. The Protoss vs. Terran statistics on this match is 34-13 in Protoss's favor, which is 72% win. So I do expect Reach to have a huge advantage going into this matchup, although iloveOov is an incredible player. But of course, the man toss, as Cholera calls him, is a beast. And I mean, I can't say anything more about these two players. They both were just legends of their day, and still are legends to this day. I mean, Reach, of course, still playing in the pro leagues, not known as being like the crazy Protoss he was back in the day, but come on, if you were to stop playing StarCraft for a while and come back, what would you expect? To be an amazing player right off the bat? I don't think so. Now, these players are spawning in the cross positions on Neo Requiem. Reach, of course, being at the 9 o'clock position, and iloveOov being at the 3 o'clock position. This map, the reason that it is so weird is that your main is on lower ground, so the players have to move up a ramp into the expansion, so it's very easy to get contained. The thing about this map is if a Protoss can do a really early, like 10-15 gate, it's so deadly because you pump out like 3 Dragoons with range so fast, and it puts so much pressure on the Terran that they're almost stuck in their base, and then the Protoss from there can just take a decent portion of the map and really feel comfortable. Now, this map can also produce a lot of air game, as you would expect, because there is a lot of places you can't get to without using a dropship or without moving area attacking units over to there. So I'm excited to see what these two players do. I've never seen this matchup. I've seen this matchup, of course. I've never seen this exact game. So we do see a pretty standard opening, one gate opening from Reach. And when we get to see iloveOov's base, it looks like he is doing, again, a pretty standard build, no like proxies or anything crazy like that. But well, I'm interested to see if we're going to see gas workers taking off gas. Now, this is an older match, so it was a little bit different playstyle, so maybe I expect to see kind of some more one-base Terran. I don't know. Right now, they're both just going to scout each other out and really see what's going on. Now, there is one SCV on gas, so perhaps we will see an early expansion build from iloveOov, which would push this game into more of a late style game. Now, its interesting thing is that we don't see a wall in from iloveOov, which is really interesting because this map is so deadly for early pressure from Protoss. And as you can see, Reach doing the standard 2-gate opening. I expect him to build maybe a couple of goons there with range. Like I said, a very deadly build on this map because it is, if the Terran makes a block, you can take out their depot so easily from the high ground. You can snipe tanks. It's incredibly easy to put that pressure on. Now, as you can see, this probe is going to probably try to get back into the base of iloveOov. iloveOov is not walling, like I said earlier, so very, very vulnerable position right now for him. Protoss is going for an early range. 3 Marines out for iloveOov right now. It looks like he might be doing some kind of rush. I don't know. He has produced 3 Marines already, and he is producing a 4th as we speak right now. Perhaps making a 5th with a tank and then some Vultures with mines would be my guess. Now that 3 SCVs are back on gas, it looks like he might be going for some sort of rush and then maybe into an expansion after that. Only time will tell, though, because these players, you never know what is coming from them. They are geniuses, literally, at this game. They can produce just some of the craziest play. As you see, iloveOov right now moving out his SCV to see what's going on in Reach's base, but Reach does have the goon blocking the ramp, so I don't expect him to be able to get a whole lot of scouting past then. Now you do see something being researched in the machine shop there, so probably some mines would be my guess. And here we go. Here's what I was talking about. The 3 goons moving out with range on a 2-gate build on this map is so deadly. This is one of the most deadly. You saw Noni do it in the Courage League. The 10-15 gate with range is just deadly as hell on all maps, really, and this map especially because of this lower positioning that the Terran has to start his buildings in. Now you do see iloveOov taking kind of a top position there with all these Marines and the tank and the SCV. He needs to micro very carefully here because this is a very important part of the game here. And as you see, this is a very crucial moment right now because if he loses this tank or any more units, he's very vulnerable to attack iloveOov, so he needs to pull back right now. He does have mines in front of his main by now, I would assume, because he was researching mines. And 2 zealots coming out for Reach right now, which is very crucial because he's going to be able to use these zealots to absorb the mine hits and maybe push in right now. This is very smart. Backing up the units of Oov, he did lose 1 Marine to that mine, but not too much damage done. He is going to be safe because he does have a 2nd Vulture out for now, so he will be able to mine up his main and basically just turtle himself inside of his main and stay completely safe for now. But this is a very vulnerable position right now for iloveOov, and brilliant micro right there by the Mantos, moving in that zealot and absorbing the mine, or going to pick up the mine and then shooting it with the goons. Very smart play so far by Reach. This is just some top level Protoss we're seeing right now, and those headphones, man, look like little robots on their ears. I gotta say, those are pretty weird. But overall, I mean, this is a very hard position for iloveOov to fight his way out of. We already know the statistics on this map as Protoss being so dominant, and this is why, because they're able to put such early pressure on and just basically sit outside of the main of the Terran, and they just have to try to make their way out. Now, I'd assume that the next upgrade should be Siege Mode for iloveOov, but he could go for maybe a Speed Vultures and drop outside of the base and go for some sort of harassment. I don't know. Looks like he's sending in a Zell to try to absorb some more mine hits, but it only is going to absorb 1 mine hit as of right now. So iloveOov has plenty of mines in his base. He is getting his engineering base, so he might have turrets up just in time for the Reaver to come by. He does have siege mode, so we were getting siege mode out of that machine shop. So far, I'd have to say iloveOov is playing this game very safely. Both players without an expo so far. Really just, I mean, this game could go either way so far. I mean, they're equal. I mean, no one's really lost any crucial units. The Reaver is coming. The starport is coming for iloveOov. So this moment that we're about to see is probably going to be one of the changing factors in this game, because I mean, if he's able to do some huge economic damage to iloveOov with this Reaver, that could be just huge. But I mean, iloveOov is so camped up in his base. I don't know if I mean, Reach could really do any damage to him. We're going to have to see, though. Getting some good scouting in that barracks is. We see turrets are going up now. There are mines all over the place. iloveOov still macroing off of 2 facts right now. No expansion as of yet still. So just 1 base play we see so far. The Reaver and 2 Zealots coming in right now. Is he going to go straight for the gut? Or is he going to just play around, look what's going on, and maybe move out? We don't know. Could he drop right now? He's got 2 Zealots to absorb mine hits if he so wants. But he looks like he's going to say, no, he's got too many units right now. I'm moving out just for the time being. He's putting down an expo now, so he is taking that economic advantage. If he can get that expansion going up sooner than iloveOov, that would be huge. Again, the big robot headphones on iloveOov looking so concentrated. Observers are out on the map now, so mines won't be as useful to iloveOov. So he's going to need to make some kind of push out soon. You see the dropship going right now, and he does have I think there's 4 vultures in that dropship, but I don't think he has speed. So that could be really crucial, because speed does help harass a lot more than vultures without speed, obviously. He did look like he dropped 1 off at that expansion to mine up, make sure he doesn't take an expansion there, anything like that. Now he is moving down. He's going to try to take out this probe here and maybe move behind the mineral line. I don't know. Oh, is he going to get that dropship away? Yeah, he'll get it away just in time. really both players going to need to play very defensively right now, because this part of the game is like the part of the game where you expand is one of your most vulnerable points, because I mean, you're making that switch to spending that extra 400 minerals on an expansion, which I mean is huge at a pro level. 400 minerals. I mean, think of it in a Terran wise, 400 minerals, you can get, you know, like at least another 5 to 6 vultures, and I mean that can do huge damage. Now, as you can see, iloveOov knows that his opponent now has moved out. He's going to push out the no Protoss sign. Get the hell out of here, iloveOov sign. I love that sign, man. I wish I could put that on my wall. I just look at it every day and just love it, man. Right now, I mean, really, both players are just going to establish an expo, it looks like, and it's going to move into a late game. I'm surprised at iloveOov, how he handled that early harassment. I was actually very impressed. Looks like both players playing extremely defensive, all sorts of goons all over the place in Reach's base, and of course turrets and tanks and mines all over iloveOov's base. So, really, defensive game as of so far. But, I mean, you don't want to get into this position with iloveOov a lot of the time. iloveOov having incredible macro, but again, Reach being the Mantos he is just ridiculous Protoss player, man. I mean, both players are just equal caliber of players, I'd have to say. No one has a better advantage except for the map, the advantage the map gives them. Reaver kind of lurking around out there. Ooh, taking out a couple of vultures, some free shots there, so gotta love that there. But one thing to note right now is that the Reach did get his expansion up just a little bit earlier, actually quite a bit earlier than iloveOov did, so he's going to be able to macro a little bit harder beginning game. He still does have his Reaver. Dropships flying around right now for iloveOov, probably going to try to harass a little bit more, but I don't know how much more the harass is going to do. I think those shuttles might have just seen each other. I don't think that was the correct word I was looking for. But a second expo going up for Reach already. The Mantos is looking to take a huge advantage economically here. And I'd have to say iloveOov is going to need to be aggressive very shortly, because if he doesn't, Reach's forces are just going to become too much to handle. And really, that's the position that Terran cannot ever get into, because Protoss have such powerful units. The second you are that greatly outnumbered is the second that you die. And here we see some more speed vultures coming in to try to harass. Gonna take out that probe probably, yes, and probably the goon, because he does have mines. This could take out this expansion, but I expect the Reaver to come out over any second here and clean this mess up. At least I'd hope so. It looks like on the minimap I do see the shuttle coming over right now. Yes, there it is. So he will be able to save this expansion perhaps, which would be very key, because he is looking to take that huge economic lead. He is dropping right now, but watch out, there's a lot of mines there, Reach. He knows it because he sees there's an observer, and he's smartly moving these vultures down here to take out a whole bunch of probes at the natural of Reach. Both players starting to get aggressive here. I'm liking it. And Reach eating up all those mines again with the Zealots, doing a lot of Zealot bombing. Gotta like it. Move your vultures there. Oh, only lose one there. Good micro so far by both players. And I'd expect iloveOov to be pumping tanks out of 2 factories so far. And hold that thought there. Looks like we have a Reaver shot. Oh, and it is a dud. It is definitely not going to go off on those SCVs. And a lot of siege tanks at that natural. So got to play very carefully. Both players almost playing a game of like risk here at each other's naturals. The third expansion is not. Oh, and here comes another Reaver shot. Is it going to go off? No, it's not going to make it around those either. So I have to say, right now, they really are almost even. And look at those guys. They are so serious. They just loving this. Reach versus iloveOov. I mean, I would pay $1,000 to watch this game in real life. Another shot coming in, and these just don't want to go around the mineral line and hit all the SCVs. I would say if iloveOov was playing it a little bit smarter, he'd move a tank up towards the mineral line a little bit, maybe to nullify the fact that those Reavers are even getting shots off in the first place. Because if one of those does go off on the SCVs, that would be huge. And hold that thought, a drop in the main here with a whole bunch of vultures laying mines. Gonna try to get some economic damage done, but so many goons in the main for Reach. I mean, he's really was preparing for this, and it looks like a couple of probes are gonna go down. I've seen about 2 to 3. Maybe if he starts targeting him, he'll get 4 or 5. But it looks like he just got about 3 or so. So not a whole bunch of economic damage. And iloveOov saying, now's my time to attack. He's put up an extra expansion. I need to move out and do my damage now, because if I don't, he's going to take too great of a lead, and I'm not going to be able to catch up. So iloveOov moving out with full groups of all sorts of units. He's got His vultures, he's got dropships moving up the top of the map. He's got tanks, a whole group of tanks moving up. And now is a critical moment. He needs to siege those tanks or he's going to lose a whole bunch. Look at that. It's a huge goon mass, man. Oh my gosh. It's the million-man march of goons up in here. But I don't know. Poor positioning, and I have to say, with those vultures and a whole bunch of drops getting off all over the place on those tanks. And I have to say, iloveOov looks extremely outnumbered, but somehow he is doing a decent amount of damage to Reach. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull through this match. Who is going to win this battle? I don't know. It looks like Reach might actually have to back up after all. I totally expected Reach to just like completely run over iloveOov there. I don't know what happened. It was just some great micro overall on iloveOov's part, moving some more tanks and vultures up to this position. He's really going to try to push right now. He knows he needs to go in. Going for that Reaver right now. That Reaver getting crap tons of kills, 11 kills, and he saved it, it looks like. So, wow, just some incredible micro and macro being shown on both sides. The robot headphones are just as concentrated as both players are right now. And I'm just so impressed by the level of play. Looks like iloveOov needs to move back, though, because the level of dropship play from Reach is huge. 3 dropships, you don't see that very often. And so he knows that he can't have those tanks there. And Reach now moving down the map. This could be very critical moment in the game, because if iloveOov loses his natural, that's all he has for economics. And oh my god, so many more gateways going up for Reach. He's really moving into this huge macro mode, putting up another expansion. He's just taking such an economic advantage over iloveOov, man. I don't know like what Oov can really do at this point if he doesn't get some huge harassment off. I really just don't know. I mean, Reach is looking like the Trump of this game right now, and I'd have to say iloveOov is looking so much more poor. Is taking out a few probes here, which is good, but a Reaver is there to save the day yet again. That Reaver is just such a key part of Reach's success this game. That Reaver has 2-digit kills so far, and I mean, it's just getting more and more as time goes on. I mean, some probes getting taken out, which is good. That is an good economy harassed there by iloveOov, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough, because once that second expansion gets up, that's just such a huge advantage. I just don't know. But there's one vulture coming down, still doing some damage, being a little annoying, being a pesky little vulture, as they always are. Being a Protoss player myself, I absolutely hate vultures when they're at my natural mains, whatever. They're just so hard to deal with. They pump out so fast, and another huge army. Where the hell did he come up with this army? I mean, oh my god, just a huge army again. And he needs to get some mines down for all these freaking zealots. I don't know what he's doing. He's just not laying any mines. He's just going straight head to head with them, and it looks like he's going to come out on top again. What the hell is going on? How is he coming up with these huge armies? iloveOov, the macro god himself, is just showing why he was so successful back in the day. He just was, I mean, he just has this ability to produce so many units so fast, beyond what most players are used to playing against. But this 3 dropship build is so smart on this map. It just really is for breaking those tank contains, because once you get contained, it's just a horrible position to be in. And I'd have to say, iloveOov is taking such a good position on this map. Right now, he needs to move his tanks up, spread them out a bit, lay down a few mines, and start to attack that natural. I think that'd be the smartest position for him to be in right now. Right now, he's putting up some turrets, trying to nullify the fact that there are 3 dropships out on the map. I don't know how successful this is going to be, though, because he does have those Reaver shots for all of the vultures. And here comes the drop right now. This is going to be a key moment. Can Reach break this? Can the Mantos break this? Storms all over the place. Tons of vultures going down. Tanks going down. Great storms. But still, he is very, very pushed back. Did lose the engineering bay for iloveOov, so no more turrets for iloveOov unless he puts up another one, or already has another one somewhere on the map, which I don't know if he does. That would be actually pretty key, because he does need to build turrets. And no, he does not have another engineering base. So he has to build another engineering bay, and this is really could go either way right now. If Reach can break out of this, he will have such an economic advantage. But if he doesn't, he's going to lose this and possibly lose his main and the game. And oh my god, could he drop on all those mines? This could be so huge! Oh my god, a nuclear bomb just went off on all those vultures. I bet Koreans are shitting themselves all over the crowd. Please get the crowd a whole new pair of underwear, because everyone just stained them. Trust me, I did, and I need a new pair right now. Oh my god, that was an epic zealot bomb, and that is why you do not put your vultures on mines, because they will get nuked. Oh my god, that just turned the game around instantly. That was like a pack of 12 to 13 vultures going down, and now Reach might be able to break out. That could have seriously changed this game around so fast. iloveOov still looking very concentrated though. He still thinks he might have this game in the bag. He is putting up another expo as we speak. I don't know what's going on with Reach right now, man. He got some excellent zealot bombs, but he needs to move out of this contain fast before it gets too much to deal with. And here he goes right now. Is he dropping? Yes, he's dropping some more stormers. Brilliant storms going off again. Oh my god, Reach is just the man toss, dude. He's showing why he is just so brilliant. Oh, some more mind drags. What is iloveOov doing? He's killing himself. Reach doesn't even need to play the game. Just lay back, Reach, and watch iloveOov kill himself. That is what's going on this game. I don't know what iloveOov is doing. He needs to at least kill his own mines if he's starting to park his units over them. And I think he literally just stabbed himself in the chest because Reach is now free and has had way more economic advantage for this entire game. So all Reach needs to do really is pump out those units and just roll over iloveOov. I mean, that's what I would expect to happen as of right now. I don't know if iloveOov can really come back from his horrible mistakes. He's mined out his natural. He's going to have to move to his secondary expansion. His main is already mined out for sure. So, I mean, right now the advantage is definitely in Reach's favor, but iloveOov with some tricky maneuver might be able to turn this around fast. But as you've seen, Reach is playing very defensively, making sure he gets his probes over to the minerals, gets his economy going again, and then really moves forward. As you can see, that last minnow pass, the desperation. Oh my gosh, all those SVZs are like, man, I just need one more hit of mineral, man. Just one more, I promise. And it's out, and now the SCVs are crying because they only have one more place to go for those minerals that they need so preciously to make this army work for the Terran. I don't know what iloveOov can do. Reach needs to just move out right now, make his move, and just roll over him. This game could be over. I bet there will be screaming fangirls. And I mean, either team could win right now, but I'd have to say the advantage is in Reach's favor so much. Setting up another hard push right now, iloveOov is, but again, 3 dropships for Reach, and he's doing some more zealot bombs, trying to get some tanks killed, because if he can get rid of those tanks, he can move forward with the goons and really do some hard damage to those vultures, but no tanks going down as of yet. And now the far distance mining is no longer going on. iloveOov has put up his second expansion, so they are both running off of 2 expansions, so both are equal in economic advantage so far. I mean, Reach has been mining a little bit longer, but iloveOov does have his economy going. Now wait, there could be a drop. Reaver or Storm, what are we going to see? iloveOov reacting very fast. Reach not even going to waste a Storm, knowing that he can't get that off. But wait, is he going to wait for him to pull it back? He is messing around with his minerals a little bit, so this is good harassment. This is what Reach needs to do. Get his army huge and just 1A, 2A, 3A right over iloveOov's face. But iloveOov is the macro god himself, so if he gets those expansions up and running like he wants, that will be huge. Now it looks like iloveOov is just going to move his expansion over to a different spot, says screw the Stormer, or as Chill would like me to say, the High Templar, and just moving over to that main so he can more easily protect it. I have to say that's kind of smart. That's like, I mean, he really is taking kind of a safer position as Reach has been macroing like a crazy beast right now. I really don't know who to say is going to win this game. I thought Reach was going to, but now we have iloveOov taking just such a huge position in the map. He's got the entire middle of the map, a storm going off, not killing a whole lot of SCVs, but there's 2 zealots that are going, oh, and a storm going off again, killing more SCVs. This is a very effective harassment so far, as there was no vultures down there, but the vultures are coming to save the day, trying to be heroes, and he picks up the zealot and moves away. Right now, oh my god, Reach is so, he's had his expansions up for a longer time without harassment, but oh my god, that is the army of the zealots all just clumped up there, ready to take out any tanks that move up. Some Dragoons moving to the bottom left, trying to take out some mines. Some small little harassment going on around the map. Really, these players are just fast. Pro gaming, their APMs are easily above 300, both these players. So they're extremely fast, and they can react to everything the players do so ridiculously fast that really, some of the times, the harassment's just nullified by the fact that they just have raw APM. Now, that is a lot of Zealots and High Templars and Dragoons. I think this last battle is going to come down to complete micro, because really, if iloveOov, if he can separate these Dragoons, this would be huge, because that is a large number of Dragoons. If he loses those, that could be very bad for the Mantos, and he could be crying after losing these Dragoons, because he really needs those for this battle. He knows the importance of that, and so he moves a couple more Dragoons down to try to fend off these big groups and big numbers of vultures. We're really seeing an incredible number of vultures from iloveOov, and that just shows how smart he is, because he knows that he needs to have a lot of vultures to counter that enormous amount of zealots, I'm sorry. And Storm's going off there, missing both the SCVs. Brilliant Storm dodging there by iloveOov. I'm just so stunned at the level of play on this map. I've never seen quite an interesting match go on this map between these two races. It's just so in favor of Protoss. I have to give it out to iloveOov, man. He has put up such an amazing fight against one of the best Protosses back in the day. And I'm just so stunned right now. I don't know what to say. I mean, this last battle is going to be it. I mean, who wins this? And here it goes. Could this be the final battle? Reach moving in. Zealots in front. Trying to mind drag. Storms will be going on. Here comes in the final couple shuttles. This is huge. Storms going off everywhere. Is he going to be able to break this hard push? I think he is. He has plenty of units. I think the Mantos has just done it. I don't know. Tons of mines still separating those last few tanks, though. And GG comes from iloveOov. The Mantos has done it. Oh my God. What an amazing match. And look at Reach. He is so pumped. That was an amazing game. I've never seen such a crazy Zealot bomb turn a game around within one maneuver. Oh my God. Give it to Reach. Give it to iloveOov for even putting up a match on that map. I mean, so heavily favored to Protoss. I am just stunned. I can't believe the game I just saw. I am just so excited I got to cast this game, as this is probably one of the most epic games I've ever casted in my entire commentating career. Thank you, SC2GG, and thank you for hosting this Commentator Idol. Thank you for everyone who has supported me throughout this competition. Kenny, signing out.